we've been confirmed that there's going to be not only one Green Lantern in the Green Lantern movie, Green Lantern Corps, but there's going to be at least 2 Earth Green Lanterns. And that's going to be Hal Jordan and
the great John Stewart.
Yes. Now, that's interesting because we've been slowly doled out like, oh, well, back in the day, we had the Super Friends where it was Hal Jordan. You know, we had Hal Jordan there. And then when Justice League came around, Hal Jordan was nowhere around. We always had John Stewart. That's what a lot of people grew up on was John Stewart. And then we got the wonderful, I'm just talking about, it was amazing Green Lantern movie that DC put out with Ryan.
And Ryan Reynolds portrayed Hal Jordan in the way Hal Jordan is supposed to be portrayed. But he could not help that Fox just cannot make a good superhero movie.
It wasn't Fox, it was DC. Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers made that one. Okay.
Yes.
But everybody, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do.
Like, that the Daredevil movie back then, all those movies were the first wave of the superhero movies that we got, and they were just atrocious. And it's sad that that's how it's gone, because I feel like if they could have done it, wrote it out better, whatever they had to do, Ryan Reynolds could have been a great Green Lantern, but we might not have had
Deadpool. Like that would have been, kind of the trade-off that we might not have gotten Deadpool.
Yeah.
And that would have been the sad case, because Deadpool was by far one of the best superhero movies that we've gotten in a long time. So I'm excited for that. I can't wait to see what they do with it. But one of the things that's been very interesting has been the story of Tyrese Gibson.
My boy.
And we've been kind of teased, and he's had, there's been a lot of people that's been pushing for him to be part of it, that's wanted him as, John Stewart, not Hal Jordan, or Hal Leonard, the, music publishing company. And then Tyrese Gibson kind of came out, and started talking about this, and he said, I would love to do it. I've had a couple of meetings at Warner about it. I just think they're still trying to figure out what the movie is. I would love to officially confirm, but I can't. And if they go in a different direction, I think they know what's best for the movie. But the fans started this campaign, and all I've done is use my social media to let folks know I'm interested. So I know you're a big proponent of wanting Tyrese as part of this.
The only reason that I'm pushing for him to get this is because I think he is a great actor. I think he's a great comedic actor. But I always love to see actors out of their comfort zone, to see if they can adapt to a more serious, more stoic role with what John Stewart is, because we know him as the
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Well, that's Tyrese, but I'm saying John Stewart is known as the more
serious Green Lantern.
Yeah. And that when you think of reserved, serious, none of those describe Tyrese Gibson.
No, none of them are.
But we've got to see him in a lot of really good movies, the Fast and Furious movies, and countless others. I just want to see if he has the chops to be a serious actor, because we've seen some of the great comedic actors transfer over very well to serious roles.
Yeah.
So that's my big pushing as to why I want Tyrese is, like I said, I just like to see them out of their comfort zone, and I want to see him do something new.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think somebody like, and I know this will be kind of, everybody's going to be like, oh, well, that's a easy given, but Denzel Washington as John Stewart would be amazing. I doubt that he does something like that. He did do Book of Eli, which is a comic book in its own right, but I think it would be interesting to see that.
Idris Elba would be...
Idris Elba would be a really good choice. That would be... that's actually better than Denzel, in my opinion.
Because I was just thinking, because I watched... Obviously, he's been in Thor. I watched that Netflix show where he's a cop, Luther.
Yeah.
And, he would even have the look for it. I mean,
yeah, he's a good choice. He's been tapped to play James Bond, or been said to be tapped to play James Bond. Anytime I see him in anything, I'm always impressed at how well he handles everything, and he's delivers line really well. So that would be exciting.
That would be a good one.
Yeah. So I think that would be better than Tyrese.
I do too, but like I said, my only pushing for him is
you want to see more of him.
I want to see the other side.
So guys, this is for you, the people that are watching right now or listening to the Nerd Cave podcast. Loot Crate is offering an opportunity to save 10% on any new subscription at lootcrate.com. All you have to do is enter promo code BRIDGE10 for 10% savings. Now, if you're one of these people, just one of the people that's been under a rock, you thought the Holocaust has happened.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah, the nuclear holocaust that is the world. And you went into a bunker. Some crazy person has kidnapped you. I've been watching Kimmy Schmidt.
Okay.
Crazy person has kidnapped you and made you think that all this has happened. And you just come out. You just come out of the bunker. You've been saved from a crazy person. And you're like, what is Loot Crate? What is all this kind of stuff? You got a lot to learn. But here's what Loot Crate is. It's a monthly subscription box for all your goodies. Everybody that missed San Diego Comic-Con, like us, we're not at San Diego Comic-Con right now. We're missing out on all the goodies.
Yeah.
It is a comic book convention in a box.
Now, what's great about this is it has... you might be a Marvel fan. Well, you'll get something Marvel here, but you'd also get stuff that you might not know what it is, but you learn something.
It intrigued you.
Get T-shirts every month.
Every month.
Exclusive pop figures. I collect pop figures, so that's a big proponent as to why I love Loot Crate.
Yeah.
I love T-shirts. I love funny T-shirts. I love cool T-shirts. They have them. They have everything. We've even got Game of Thrones magnets. I got a Dire Wolf
USB drive before.
The Princess Bride playing card, like actual cards for Texas Hold'em and stuff. I mean, just a lot of really cool stuff comes out of Loot Crate.
And that's all. Like, that's $20. Like, the T-shirt is worth $20, in my opinion. Now, you have until the 19th. It's already past the 19th for this month. It's done. Jack, you're out of luck at this point in time. But guess what? Next month is ready to go. You can go ahead and jump on in on that train. Yeah. Get on that train. And ride it.
Choo-choo.
Now, you have until the 19th at 9 p.m. Pacific time to subscribe and receive that month's crate. And when the cutoff happens, it's over. Yeah. It's gone. It's that train has left the track. You have to wait for the next one.
But there's always another train.
There's always another train. By supporting Loot Crate, you're supporting this channel, this podcast, and everything we do. So sign up over at trylootcrate.com/nerdcave and enter the code BRIDGE10, BRIDGE 1010, and get your subscription 10% off. There you go. Hope you do that. Everybody enjoy it. Go get some free. Not free necessarily, but 10% off. We got some other free stuff we can give y'all.
The Flash, the movie that is going to be coming out with Ezra Miller.
The standalone.
The standalone movie has a name.
Yes.
It is a name that both Zach, myself, and Derek all love. Flashpoint.
Yes.
This is one of the best stories DC has put out. Yeah. In my opinion. I love it. I love the idea of Barry Allen going back in time to save his mother. And what does that do? Ripple. It starts a time ripple. And guess what? Everything changes.
Yeah, everything changes. And this is based off of the extremely popular comic book series that after it finished, it relaunched the DC titles. Like, it started the New 52.
It was by Jeff Johns.
Yeah, Jeff Johns. And which is funny, Jeff Johns is like the head of the DC extended universe now over the movies and everything. So I think having the Flash, do this, go the Flashpoint route.
He knows it.
He knows it. And I'm sure he helped pin the now no longer being used Batman story, but him knowing every little detail because he came up with the details for this is going to be awesome. We saw it in in a way in the Flash TV show, but it was only kind of a
real brief.
it was real brief and only like a half step of what it actually is. And
it was crazy in the comic and the animated show.
Yeah. And if you don't know, guys, if you didn't watch last week's episode, our animation superstation pick for the month is Flashpoint Paradox. We called it. We didn't really
Look at it.
We didn't really call it, but it's kind of a coinky dink.
But it works.
But yeah, so if you want to kind of get a glimpse into what they could be doing for the movie, I'm sure they won't stay exactly the same, but we're going to be going over the animated film that is Flashpoint Paradox. And just to give you a slight rundown, so he goes back in time, saves his mother, and everything starts changing. Bruce Wayne, not Batman.
He died in the alley instead of his mom and dad.
Yeah. Like, that's crazy right there.
Yeah, that changes so much.
Superman doesn't land in
Little Kansas.
Yeah, he lands in the middle of Metropolis and causes a huge crater. So it's all of these things, just little things, like it shifted time just a little bit. That bullet got shifted a little bit and hit Bruce Wayne. You know, Superman's ship from Krypton got shifted and hit in the middle of Metropolis.
And what's crazy is he doesn't end up being Superman. He keeps, I think it's Argus that takes him, and they keep him in a deep, dark hole.
Deep dark hole.
Deep dark hole.
Deep dark hole. So that's exciting for me that they're actually going to go that way, and I hope that it makes its way to the big screen as close as possible. There's even rumors that the man that played Negan will be, you know, Thomas Wayne in this, because he was Thomas Wayne in the beginning of Batman versus Superman.
Now, I will go off of this. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I want you to watch it yourself, and no other nerds. Don't spoil it for people. But if you have not watched anything or heard anything about Flashpoint Paradox, I just want to see what your opinion is on what Mommy and Daddy Wayne do after their son's dead.
Yeah, so it's going to be so awesome. I can't wait to get that and just be sitting there. And like, I never thought it would be a big screen adaptation of this. And even when they did the, you know, animated version of it, I was surprised and ecstatic. And now they're going to actually do that. So I am super, super stoked.
Like, Jeff Johns just wrote it immaculately. Like, it's beautifully done.
If you enjoyed that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you want gaming content, you can go over to Nerd Cave Gaming right there. If you want to support us, you can check out Patreon right there. If you want more videos, check them out right here. Go ahead, pick one of them. I wonder which one you're going to do. If you're going to be cool, you'd pick any of them. All 4 of them. You'd be awesome.